Good afternoon, Pub in the Park. How are we? My name is Mark Wogan. This is my podcast, Spooning with Mark Wogan, and we are here courtesy of the lovely people at Pub in the Park. Now, my very, very special guest today, well, I mean, they certainly know how to put a great British menu together, and I do hope that we won't let her down with what I've created. I don't think I'd ever get to appear on that show personally, but she is a stalwart of your food cookery. She is a fantastic individual, and she has just flown in from Antigua to join us. So will you please give a big Pub in the Park, Spooning with Mark Wogan, round of applause for Andi Oliver.
Hello. Hello.
This way, Andi. I have a comfy chair for you here.
This way. I'm feeling, it feels a little nippy, I've got to say. But it's actually quite nice.
Well, compared to Antigua.
That's Randall.
Don't lose your cardie, madam.
Don't lose your cardie, madam. That's always
there we go. Sit yourself down.
How you doing, darlings? Are we good?
Now, you were born in London.
I was born in London. I was born in Paddington.
And your dad was in the Air Force.
Yes, he was.
But you then grew up in Suffolk. What was that like?
Well, I then went to Kent, actually,
right. And
then I went to Cyprus, and then I went to Suffolk, and then I came back to London quite quickly, as soon as I could, actually. It was what was Suffolk like?
Yeah.
Well, it was the 1970s,
right.
And
that must have been different.
It was different to what life.
But just
generally, different to now. It's really different to now. And it was, I always call it England before somebody put the lights on. Do you know what I mean? Anybody over the age of 45 knows what I'm talking about. There were no lights.
Hands up who's over 45.
There were no lights on.
There
were no lights on. There was corrugated iron everywhere. And everything was still a bit bombed out. And Suffolk was no exception. It was really quite grim. There was a lot of National Front activity. It wasn't much of a laugh. But I have to say, it grew me, it built me, and I'm quite happy with who I am now. So, that which does not kill us does in fact make you stronger, that old adage. And I don't think
anybody, knowing you as the person that you are and the TV personality you are now, would doubt your strength for a moment.
But I think that's why I got that way.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's like if people are standing on you, or every time you get knocked down and you get back up, you're a little bit stronger.
What is it they say? Fall down 7 times, get up 8.
And they also say, you kick me down, I get back up, I'm coming back in multiples of 10.
Whoa, okay.
But that's another tune, babe.
Talking of tunes,
yes.
What a lot of people may not realise is
God.
Your first incarnation was as a pop star.
Well, people keep saying pop star. I mean, we did all right. I wouldn't say pop star.
The band was called Rip Rig?
Rip Rig and Panic. It was me and Nana Cherry were the lead singers.
Wow.
And we had the time of our lives. I mean, who does not want to spend their teenage years travelling the world with their friends, having the odd beverage? Rum, anything, actually. We once stole a bottle of grappa from a hotel room, but it was so strong we put it back.
That's not very rock and roll.
It was the middle of the night, and we crept down, climbed over the bar, got this grappa, took it back upstairs, drank it, and went, oh, no, and crept that down and put it back, because we didn't know what else to do with it, because they would have found it. So we had to put it back. But we did have the most incredible time, and I think, actually, it's interesting how many people in food come from music.
Yeah.
And how many people, the two things are so deeply connected. And I think that music and food are the building blocks for who we are, because
they create passion.
They create passion,
and
create
as I
connection.
always say, no passion for food, no passion.
No, quite. I don't trust people who don't really like food.
I've met someone, and I think I like them, but they don't really like food.
Yeah.
Leave them immediately.
So, leave them immediately, and it's a bit depressing.
Then, so you're a pop star, you're travelling around the world with Nana Cherry, and then you become a mum.
Well, then I got knocked up, That'll happen. She's 40 now.
What?
That was a while ago.
Hold on, because for those of you who don't know, Andy's daughter is Makita, who has quite a high profile in her own
She
right.
has quite, but she's been on TV since she was 15.
Yeah, exactly. Mainly nursing people through their hangovers at the weekend.
Mainly nursing people through their hangovers, and apparently prison.
Well,
She gets this whole thing where people in the street go, I used to watch you when I was in prison. She's like, you're welcome. Thank you very much. I mean,
anything
what
that
do you
got
say
you
to
through
that?
the
What do
day.
you say to that?
So before Andi came on, she rigorously filled out a questionnaire with a range of one-word answers, and from that, but you were busy travelling and doing that kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
thing.
going to say it wasn't that rigorous. But it was true.
It was true. So would you like to unveil the first cloche there? Pass that to me. What we got there?
Sesame snaps.
Yeah. Now, you said you don't like sesame.
No, I like sesame. I think you have to be very careful when you're cooking with sesame. Because if you go the wrong way with sesame, particularly something like tahini, there's an area that it inhabits where it gets very claggy, and instead of making it silky and flavoursome and a little bit salty, it actually becomes, it's got its own area of disgusting.
Okay.
Where it becomes a little bit nauseating. A sesame snap I love.
Excellent.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But if you turn that into a puree and there was too much of it on the plate, all food is always about balance, right?
Right.
Sesame is hard to balance. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
like if you're cooking with toasted sesame oil, it's very easy
Toasted
to
sesame,
overdo
you've
it.
got to use a really tiny little bit of it. You know what it is? It's pungent. Toasted sesame oil can be very, very pungent. So
'Cause-
if you're and also it's got very low burn point. So if you're cooking a stir fry, put a tiny little drop in, and I prefer to put it in at the end actually, because you put it in at the beginning, you get that weird acrid taste. You think, what's happened to my stir fry? Why is it revolting? It's sesame's fault.
Okay.
So put a little bit in, use it later on, in my opinion, or mix it in with a neutral oil like a rapeseed oil, not a cold pressed rapeseed oil, but just a straight up rapeseed oil or a sunflower oil or even a vegetable oil, something.
Now,
Yeah, what's
under the next one,
Yeah,
you might need to steel yourself slightly here, Andy.
disgusting.
Well, I don't think so. It'll be a question of whether the audience do as well, but have a look under there.
Oh, God, gross. That's my idea of hell. That's literally my idea of hell. It
That, for those of you who can't see it,
Oh.
that's a roasted tomato. All right? And look
No.
at the effect it has had on Andi
See,
Oliver.
that is revolting to me. Don't bring it closer, man. Not that it's roasted on its own. It's that these skins, I'm going to show you,
yeah.
do
Are
this.
you okay touching that?
That. What's that? It's disgusting. Why would you want to eat that? Why would you want that in your face and anywhere near anything? Look at it.
Go on, eat it, Andy.
No.
I dare you.
I don't know, it's revolting. I'm not putting it in my mouth.
Are you wiping your hands on my
wiping
delightful
my hands on
tablecloth?
your tea towel because I touched it. No, now if you blitz that down with when we make our hot sauce, we roast tomatoes, we roast garlic, we roast peppers, sweet peppers, all sorts of things, and then we pass it. So then the texture changes because it's a textural issue for me.
Now, talking about texture, all right?
Yes.
I've got something back here that's not under the cloches. I'm just going to get it here.
Can I cover that back up?
You want that covered back up, do you?
Or at least let's do that.
No. Here's a cloche. Put that back
No,
over
but
it.
the other good
I
people
don't-
might need to see it just for the effect. Just
Okay, we'll leave that over there for the
bad
effect.
energy, stay far from me.
But back here, I'm going to take you back to your childhood now. Are you ready,
I
Andy?
think so. Oh, God.
Tell people what that is.
That's a bowl of cold porridge. That's all that is. With quite a lot of skin on the top, I'm thinking. Hang on. Oh,
Look,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, God. So my father... Do you remember my dad, Mark? Yeah. My dad...
What was your dad's name?
His name was John.
John.
And he was a great cook, actually. Mark's father is a great cook. There's a lot of good cooks in our family. My dad was a fantastic cook and made lots of lovely food. And one day he made me this porridge, and I was like, I don't want it. And I sat there, and it got colder and colder till it had actually like a secondary layer of gloopy nastiness, what they call nastiness on the top. Why are you getting two out?
Well, no, I'm wondering if, there is anyone brave enough to come up here and
I will
eat
try. I will try it.
Who will join Andy for some cold porridge? Hands up.
And I would like you
hands
to
up.
come. Come on.
Come on, madam.
He's already had some. No. It's
Here we go. You come over, sir. Here we go. He's brave enough.
Come the man. I now will caveat this by
come and
saying
stand there, sir.
I now love porridge, and I even like a savoury porridge, like a parmesan roast pumpkin porridge. It's a thing of great glory, by the way.
You've gone all fancy on us.
I am. No, it's not even fancy. It's just delicious.
So tell me, sir, what's your name?
Tony.
Do you like porridge anyway, Tony?
I do.
Right. So
But
you
not
don't.
cold.
Not cold.
And where have you come from today?
Romsey, Hampshire.
Romsey in Hampshire. Anyone else from Romsey in Hampshire? Oh, the person you came with. Excellent. Well, relief. At least she's admitting she's going to go back with you.
I'm leaving with, though.
Oh, okay. Right, so there's your bowl of cold porridge.
I'll show you that.
On 3, shall we count them in? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that wasn't a mouthful, Andy, for goodness sake. It's got onion.
Honey.
Oh, honey. No,
It
golden.
has
It's got
very
a little
sweet.
bit of golden
syrup.
A little bit of golden syrup in that. I thought you said
It's all
onion.
right.
I'm
It's
thinking,
all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Different. Without the golden syrup, it might be more of a challenge.
You see, we're
It's
not
like- it's just a
that
bit
we're not that
gluey.
nasty on spooning.
It's
We
basically
sweeten
like
it up a bit.
wallpaper paste.
Big
It's like wallpaper paste.
big round of applause for Romsey's
Thank you.
finest.
Thank you, my love.
Please go and join that woman before she leaves with someone else.
It's because she's quite hot.
Yeah.
Punching above your weight there.
He's definitely punching.
He's punching, isn't he? Yeah. Hold on tight.
Go buy her something nice and
Nice.
expensive.
There's
from
some
one of
nice
the-
jewellery
yeah,
up there.
yeah.
Some rather nice necklaces. Yeah, seriously.
Right, let's get the cold porridge
Get
out
the
of
porridge
the
out
way.
of my face. Thank you very much.
Now, Andy, we've got to that point in proceedings.
What, where I need more rum punch? Yeah, that
Yep,
happens.
there we go. Have a swig of that. Now, with my guests, I always try and select the blindfold that I think is most suited to them. Well, these are smug blindfolds that are eyelash friendly. They're eyelash friendly. Now, hold on a second. Seeing as you do have impressive eyelashes, would you prefer the ones that leave the eyelashes in place?
No, because I'm not an idiot.
Okay.
And I'm not wearing those.
Well, you say that, Andy. You are
well,
about to put a
it's not true-
blindfold on.
It's not
and let a
true that
man
I'm not an
feed you a
idiot, but I'm
spoon.
not wearing those.
Right. So,
What am I going to do now?
give me 1 second, because right now what I need is 2 brave audience members. Hands up who those brave audience members are. Madam, you over there, come and join us up on the stage and sit on one of the luxury, slightly battered
Where's madam?
Chesterfield
Who's madam?
armchairs.
Which madam? Oh, in
She's
the
coming
very
through,
nice dungarees.
coming through.
Nice.
Oh, it's a powerful
Very nice.
dungaree.
Come on through, babe.
Hands up, who else? That woman, your friend, is pointing at you. Here we go.
Oh, yeah,
Come on.
she's all
Come up to the
perky.
stage.
Come
up
on,
to the stage.
clap them.
Come and sit down here. Big round of applause for the 2 brave people. The rest of you, quite frankly, are chickens. Sit yourself down there. So, tell me, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Lisa and I'm from London, South East London.
Lisa from South East London. Round of applause for Lisa. And you, madam, are from where?
Surrey.
Oh, Surrey. She's from Surrey. And what's your name?
Claire.
Claire from Surrey. Round of applause for Claire from Surrey. Now, I think I've got some appropriate eye masks. I think the eyelash one is good for you. Okay? And I think that rather racy one is good for you. Now, the nice thing is you get to keep these because we don't like to spread conjunctivitis. So those are yours to keep. Pop those on. Pop those on now. Now, pull them down because what we do is we mildly humiliate you and leave you in those for the duration of the show now, okay? But at some point, I will be coming to you with food for you to try, okay? Now, do you have any allergies or anything like that?
Oranges.
Ah, okay. Like, is it an allergy?
Yeah.
I think we might need someone else, but we'll get to that. Right. So, Andy.
Yeah, what did I say?
What do you mean, what did you say? You're about to... No, you don't get to know what's under there. No, you don't. What you do is you put your blindfold on now, Andy, because it's time for a spooning. Have you ever worn a blindfold for spooning before, Andy?
Very personal question.
I know. Nobody's listening.
Not as I recall.
Okay, excellent.
But most of the 80s are a bit of a blur, so who knows?
Well, there we go. In a haze of rum and grappa.
Exactly.
Now, don't say anything here. Now, this...
I don't like having blindfolds on.
No, well, trust me, I'm going to be nice. It's not going to be horrible, okay?
Listen, it's not an insult, but I don't quite trust you. I know we've only just met. I just feel like, yeah. I feel if anyone was going to stitch me up, it would be you.
No, well, I think I've given you the wrong impression. Right, Andy, here it comes.
What?
What? No, it's a spoonful of something.
Give me the spoon.
All right, God, we've got trust issues here.
Oh, massive.
There we go. There's your spoon.
There's my spoon.
In it goes. Now, what I want you to do is eat that, right? Don't touch it first. Eat that and then keep it to yourself because I'm going to feed it to your friends here as well. Well, you know.
Yeah.
There we go. Lovely. Right, Claire, coming to you first. Here we go. Open wide. There we go. Right, here we go. I'm coming to you now. Open wide. Right, Andy, tell us what you're experiencing and what you're eating.
I think what I'm eating is something that I quite like, actually.
Where's my microphone? Here it is.
And texturally, it's very interesting because I haven't had it for a long time, but it's something I really like. I feel like it's that.
I'm just looking at Claire's face over here. She's so miserable.
It's pastry. It's a pie.
Yeah.
And I think it's a Fray Bentos pie.
Take the blindfold off.
Because I love a Fray Bentos pie.
Now,
hey!
I have to say...
I like the soggy pastry.
I have to say that given your culinary status, I was a little bit shocked by the Fray Bentos pie.
Because I love... When you're hungover... I'm going to show you something. When you're hungover... This whole scenario here, when you're hungover, is really great.
Right, anyone out there brave enough to have a go at the Fray Bentos pie? No, I mean, I've never seen so many shaking heads in all my life.
That's all right. I'll finish it in a minute.
Right. So, do you share Andy's love of the Fray Bentos pie?
No.
No, nobody does, really.
And... obviously, coming from Surrey, I don't. Is that your first ever Fray Bentos?
Actually is, yeah. My first one, but it was okay.
No, she makes
Are you converted?
You can't make your
no,
own.
I
That's
still
the
make my
point.
own.
She makes her own pie in Surrey. Thank you very much.
That's a steak and kidney Fray Bentos. All that takes me back.
I've got to say, right. So you've got to open that with a tin opener to get
do.
at it, right? And then you bung it in the oven.
It's got a bit weird, and you can't get the tin off.
And the lovely people over at Mealy let me use their oven
so
to
it's
cook
fancy.
it. But they were a little upset because it tended to leak into their oven.
Into their fancy oven.
Into their fancy oven. So the base of their fancy oven is now got congealed, crispy steak and kidney pie
lucky them. That's all I can say.
Oh,
Snacks for later.
Yeah. So, hands up who was surprised that Andi Oliver...
Water down my dress.
Sorry. Hands up who was surprised Andi Oliver likes a Fray Bentos pie. Oh,
well, that's
that
the
many
tip.
people,
Can I say, tip of the iceberg, people? Tip of the iceberg. I like them. I don't really eat them anymore.
But you can take that home with you because nobody else wants it.
Half, a quarter. It's fine. I'm happy with that.
Now, I'm wondering, because, there's that fashion at the moment where you have sort of what would be described as sort of fast food or kind of low-end food
Yes.
with champagne. Do you think a glass of Chapel Down would go with
With
Fray Bentos pie?
Absolutely. Why
Right.
not? Why not?
Right.
Are we not going to test that out?
Yeah, no, we will.
Oh, okay,
we will.
fine.
We'll test that out now.
I'm like just asking me for show. Let me show. Let me try and work that out for you.
We'll do the taste test live.
That was very interesting, because I literally haven't had one of those for so many years. People always go to me, "What's your guilty pleasure?" I'm like, I don't feel guilty. That's the thing. Apparently you're meant to feel guilty. It's like, why would you feel guilty? I don't feel guilty. Yeah. See, two things at once, multitasking.
There we go. Keep him talking, Andy.
Keep him talking. Oh. I didn't go to uni. I left school when I was 16. But it's something
Right, so
something I ate in
there's
the
your
squat,
glass.
yeah.
I'm gonna bring a glass to these lovely people here. There's your glass. I would like to know whether you feel it complements that pie that you hated. And then, of course,
The answer
coming from
is
Surrey,
absolutely.
Claire washes in this every day anyway. So there we
You've
go.
never been to Surrey, have you, Mark?
No.
No. I think you think it's somewhere else.
Is it? Hold on. Hands up who thinks Surrey's posh?
It's not posh. It's perfectly normal.
Claire's on the stage.
No, that's okay. Claire doesn't care. It's not posh.
Oh.
It depends
all right.
what you mean by posh. I mean, Buckingham Palace is posh.
Yes.
That's quite posh.
Yeah, that building over there is posh.
Chiswick's quite posh.
Chiswick is posh.
Surrey is a bit of everything, isn't it? It's a big place. Is it posh, Randall?
Now,
Where did we have my birthday party? Was that Surrey? Yeah, that was posh.
where did you have your birthday party?
Somewhere posh in Surrey.
Okay. See, I rest my case.
No, but they rented it. It was a posh place that you can rent. All
Now,
right.
how is the Chapel Down?
It's rather nice with the pie. I had a bit of pie, had a bit of Chapel Down.
Do we like the Chapel Down?
Yeah,
I've got to
very
do a
much
cooking
delicious.
demo. I can't be drinking all this
Normally
alcohol.
Krug for you. What about you? Do you like a glass of Chapel Down, madam?
Yeah, this is very nice.
I seem to have missed
Excellent.
my mouth.
Well, at least we're pleasing her now because she really didn't like the pie.
Hi.
So, Andy,
Yeah.
it's that time again.
Well, what? Another
You got to
gosh.
put the blindfold back on.
Oh, on a bike.
Don't hide the pie.
I don't want any flies landing on it.
Oh, of course,
That's what-
she's
you know what
taking
I'm
it
saying?
home for later.
I'm not hiding it so much as protecting it. All right.
Right, blindfold on. Here, do you want me to hold the mic while you do that? You all right? Good. Right, I'm going to bring over the final plate. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
this is not on a spoon. It's on a cocktail stick.
Oh,
Okay. And I've got it that way up. Hold on. There you go. Bring your hand down. There you go. There's your cocktail stick. I'm going to bring this over here. That's for you, Claire. And then I've got something else for you to try. That's for you. You've got a bowl and a spoon there. I'll take your glass off you. You can try that. Right, on three, the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, go. How is that? What are we getting?
really dry.
It's really dry. Well, I mean, it wasn't dry about half an hour ago when I made it, but, you know, it's had the effect of sitting here while you and I have been chatting. But you're getting the flavours. Any childhood memories there for you?
I think. Wow, that's dry.
Here, there's some
Give me
rum
the
punch
champagne.
or champagne. There we go.
And is that halloumi?
Yeah.
It's halloumi. Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah, go on.
It's the halloumi sausage sandwich thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Lucania.
Cypriot sausage.
Lucania.
Lucania sausage
Halloumi
with...
and bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd never heard of that. I'd never had to make it before, so that was my
So you did
stab at
quite
it.
a good job.
Quite a good job.
Yeah.
Not a great one. Hold on a second. Let's see how they've gone over here. You a fan of the Locarno sausage and halloumi?
It was a bit dry.
It was a bit.
Oh, everyone's a critic all of a sudden, aren't
I'll
they?
explain. No.
Jeez.
I'm
Now
gonna-
listen,
I'm gonna
the reason
explain.
I didn't serve it to you is it's got a little bit of orange rind in it. So unfortunately, you got the cold porridge. You know, you did volunteer to come up here though, so you've only got yourself to blame.
Take your life in your hands. So can I explain what this is?
Yes.
So when I was a kid, I lived in Cyprus for about 3.5 years. My dad was in the RAF, and there was a lady. My mum worked in one of the offices, and next to the office was a man with a food truck, and he used to make homemade pita bread with melted halloumi and these Lucania sausages, which are a bit like merguez, but minus the smoked paprika, basically.
Well, they've got fennel.
They've got
and
fennel
orange
and
peel.
orange and onions and all sorts of delicious things. They're really good. So we would go to meet Mum from work. Do you want to meet your Mum? Yes, please. Not because we loved her, but because there were these really nice sausages. We did love her, but that was absolutely secondary to the fact that we could get these hot, melted, delicious, groovy sausages. So the reason it took me a minute is because it's different bread.
It is different bread.
But you did a very good job.
Sourdough,
Yeah,
fresh,
sourdough.
fresh from Surrey.
Sourdough. Talk about your posh.
Yeah.
Has he got a name? Nigel.
Nigel.
Has your starter got a name?
Yeah.
Is there anybody who names their sourdough starter? Good people.
Yes.
You
Don't-
are my people.
Don't ever do that.
You're all forgiven. Even
And
you.
also-
Even Captain Morgan boy. You're forgiven.
There's only
Why
one
did you do that,
podcast, and that is Spooning with Mark Wogan.
Yes.
We've been here courtesy of Pub in the Park. This podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts from. And of course, when you listen, you subscribe. And what do we leave? Louder, 5 stars. Thank you very much. Massive thank you to Andi again. And please, she's leaving already, but but have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of Pub in the Park. And a big round of applause for our guests here. Have a great day, people. Thank you.